Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Virus warfare in China files. Exclusive.
China probed weaponizing coronaviruses 5 years before COVID outbreak and predicted World War III fought with bioweapons. Bombshell documents reveal.
China was preparing for a third world war with biological weapons, including coronavirus, 6 years ago.
Well, as I say in Australian colloquial language, that all may be small beer when compared to a bombshell paper accessed by the US State Department, which now suggests that Chinese scientists have, for the last 6 years, been preparing for a third world war fought with biological and genetic weapons, including coronavirus. This is not fiction. The dossier is by the People's Liberation scientists and health officials. The story is simple. Manipulate diseases to make weapons, quote, in a way never seen before.
Leaked Chinese document reveals a sinister plan to unleash coronaviruses.
The paper by Chinese scientists describes these biological weapons as the core for victory and outlines the, quote, perfect conditions to release them. The documents obtained by US investigators indicate, presumably at the direction of President Xi, a complete lack of regulation in China's laboratories, and that the infamous Wuhan Institute of Virology has been collecting numerous coronaviruses from bats ever since the SARS outbreak in 2002. Now, SARS is severe acute respiratory syndrome. It had a go in 2002. It was quickly contained, only about 8,000 cases, but the fatality rate was 11%. Were China up to this dangerous game way back in 2002? After all, there are reports that the Wuhan Centre for Disease Prevention and Control has kept disease-ridden animals in its labs, including 605 bats. And this centre is adjacent to the Union Hospital in Wuhan, where the first group of doctors were infected by coronavirus. Now, the authors of this document insist that a third world war will be, quote, biological, unquote, and that bioweapons will be, quote, the core weapon for victory, unquote. The document also outlines the ideal conditions in which to release a bioweapon and cause maximum damage. Don't carry out the attack in the middle of a clear day. Sunlight can damage the pathogens. Rain or snow can affect the aerosol particles. So, release the bioweapons at night, dawn, dusk, or under cloudy weather with, quote, a stable wind direction so that the aerosol can float into the target area, unquote. Chinese research notes that such an attack would result in a surge of patients requiring a surge of hospital treatment, quote, which would then cause the enemy's medical system to collapse, unquote. Where is the World Health Organization in all of this? New York Republican Lee Zeldin has slammed China for, quote, covering up to the world the pandemic's origin, while the WHO has, quote, played along, he said, time and time again, unquote. The documents now accessed reveal that a nationwide scheme was launched 9 years ago in China to discover new viruses and to detect the, quote, dark matter of biology involved in spreading diseases. London's Daily Mail newspaper and our own Australian have reported a lot of this.
Forget the prospect of war with China. We may already be at war, but simply failed to recognise the weaponry.
What we don't hear is any government response. This virus detection project is led by civilian and military scientists in China, including the virologist named Batwoman, Professor Shi Zheng Li, and an epidemiologist, Colonel Kao, who studied at Cambridge University but works with other military scientists at the Academy of Military Medical Sciences of the People's Liberation Army. We are surely indebted to the thoroughness of Tom Pyman for Mail Online and Mark Nicol, the diplomacy editor of the Daily Mail, who report that Chinese scientific teams had found, by 2018, 4 new pathogens and 10 new bacteria, while more than 1,640 new viruses were discovered. And Colonel Kao unapologetically says that he and Professor Shi, quote, can always find a virus that's never been found in humans, unquote. Why, may we ask, a Chinese military? Forget Darwin, Daru, and the fishing vessels. Why has Chinese military ramped up their hiring of scientists, with President Xi saying this was a key element in China's march for global supremacy. And many of these Chinese scientists have been working with Western institutes, stealing our knowledge, but refusing to share critical information, even about coronavirus. But the biggest weapon available to China today is an incoherent and cognitively deprived President of the United States. Where is the collective Western leadership to lay it on the line and challenge China to come clean? Or do we just accept the Chinese scientists have been preparing for a Third World War fought with biological and genetic weapons? Is this why China covered up the early stages of coronavirus, concealed the transmissibility of the virus, and punished doctors who expressed concern about it in late 2019? Is this why Chinese officials have perpetuated a host of dubious theories to suggest that the coronavirus didn't originate in China? Coronavirus may well be the thin edge of the wedge. Is coronavirus a preliminary test of this new biological strategy? Do we have the scholarship in our parliaments to deal with this? I suspect not.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe our channel for more.